Hey, good day, people. It's been a while since we did a video. All right, so let's get to it. So we're looking at Zebec Network. So on this video today, we're just going over some payment uh, crypto projects that I believe is really, truly position themselves in the market, such as Tailcoin, right, and Onyx Coin as well. But let's look at the Zebec. Currently, right now, it's at 0.0018%. It's up 31% for the day. We have a market cap of 139 billion. Total supply, basically 100 billion. These are the markets. Uh, Crypto.com for most of the United States investors. So you do have access there. And of course, I'm pretty sure maybe through the Coinbase wallet, you will have direct access as well too. And forgive me for my stuffiness. I got some allergies going on. All right. So let's go look at some their website, which is a nice website that they have. All right. So changing the way money moves, and I really want to get down to something that they're working on with Wage Link. All right. So Wage Link is a unique thing that they're working on. So let's get to it. Let's go over here to this. I think it's up here. I already got it. Or it could be PayBridge. Let me make sure I got my stuff right. Yeah. All right. So with Link, simply direct a percentage of your paycheck to your Wage Link pay card. All right. Then you're going to use the pay card to make payments or withdraw cash, and the Wage Link mobile app to keep track of your earnings and spending. And so what this does is it allows you to essentially be paid early. All right. So you see right here, this feature, get paid sooner. All right. So you can draw a portion of your paycheck before payday. Now, you got to understand, there's a lot of people who need access to their money before Friday, right? So let's say a bill is due on a Tuesday. It would be nice if you can access a portion of your paycheck prior to. All right. Now, it's going to be some percentages that you will have to pay, but that's just the cost of doing business. You're going to start seeing this. I've already seen with major companies now that Friday is no longer the true payday. I'm seeing on average, a lot of companies will start paying out their people on Wednesday. So I'm seeing people receive checks on Wednesday, direct deposits from their employer. So now imagine this. Imagine being able, if you get paid every 2 weeks. So let's say for whatever reason, instead of me waiting another 2 weeks to get my next paycheck, I could borrow, all right, against my future earnings. And what this does is, especially if with an established bank, they're like, hey, this person been employed 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 years with the same company. We trust their track record. Yeah, we don't mind giving them, let's say you get paid $2,000 every 2 weeks. Well, they don't mind that. Okay, well, he just got paid. Let's say yesterday, which will be Friday. All right. What if on Monday I want to access $2,000 because maybe I need to just take care of something real quick, right? You will be able to do that. So that is the future. So this is what a decentralized blockchain, all this stuff is going to really help in the payments. You can get really, really sophisticated in how we can uh, have access to funding and money. Of course, you can use this to shop online, stores. You can make mobile payments. Apple Pay, Google Pay, mobile wallets take control of your finances. All right, so this is all based off of what Zebec Network is doing. So here's the contribution. So if you want to do 70%, so you do 70% of I guess your weekly or biweekly pay or monthly pay take home. All right, so like I said, put aside part of your salary for a savings goal. If you do that, you can set a budget to manage your income and expenses. You can track your spending habits over time. All right, you can send funds to family members and other loved ones. Okay, so this is actual working product. So that's pretty unique what they have going on over here. All right, then they also got the ZBet Instant Card. So just 100 days post launch, they got a no fee multi-chain prepaid crypto card. All right, so they already have global acceptance and steady growth. So they have thousands of clients with transactions poised to reach millions in purchases worldwide. All right, so they got a lot of unique things going on here. And so they also have HR solutions through their pay bridge. So these are different um, services that are basically intertwined with the Zebec network. Okay, so this is the partnerships, all right, that they're delivering. So like if you go down here, you see all these partners they have also. So they got partners with Ethereum, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Visa, MasterCard, CodaPay, Assure. So they have those. All right. All right. So here are some of their advisors. You have someone from the Solana Foundation. It's a good one. ADP. So a lot of your employers use ADP. So that's a good person. Well, she's a former CFO of ADP, but it's still a good person to have. All right, Synergy is a good one as well. And then you have the former president of ADP right here. That's great as well too. So it shows that they got some big heavy hitters that are involved in this particular project. Let's look at what they talk about our thesis. It's not loaded right now. Let's come back to that. Let's see if I can. So that's right. Might be a broken link on that page. All right. So it talks about the decentralized infrastructure network for seamless flow of real world value. Now, this is good too. So you got RWA payments. So you got real time payroll and cross border remittance. All right. So remember, I'll tell you that's sort of similar to what Telcoin is doing as well too. All right. So they got fuse Web 2 and Web 3 technology and bringing blockchain to everyday life. All right. So like I said, real time payroll. So you get paid by a second. All right. That's so this is going to be unique too. So remember I talked about with the payroll stuff, but imagine, all right, you work 3 days this week. You typically on a salary. You can still get paid for those 3 days, so you can receive that pay then, right then and there, right? So you get paid in real time. All right. So this is through their continuous payment technology. They're changing the way you get paid, send and receive money. So all right, they were removing the headache around pay runs. All right, pause, cancel, or adjust the stream at any time. All right, you got fewer holdups, fewer errors, without surcharges, additional fees. To send to a wallet of your choice. You can off ramp to your bank account. So you got USD, it's 100% backed by cash. So you can launch this particular app. But yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of this happening. And what I'm assuming is that it's I don't know if any of you are familiar with factory. A lot of major companies from trucking, people who do goods and services. Uh, Most major corporations have a time frame of when they make their payments to their contractors or people who do business with, right? And just because you need payment, uh, let's say you're working with Walmart and Walmart say, "Hey, we take care of all our invoices on the first Monday of every month, and that's when we send out all our checks. We pay all our vendors." Well, so the first Monday of the month is going to be so right now it's the third, it'll be the fifth, right? So May the 5th. But let's say I did the work or let's go back up here to April. And let's say on April, I did the work April 14th. So I have to wait all the way to May 5th. And then I don't know how long it's going to take for the money to be sent and settled. You know, back in the day you had to send a check. So you know what that how that went. But now they got stuff that's electronic, so or digital. So it could deposit into my account on the 5th. But look how many weeks in that. It's like 1, 2, 3. It's almost 4 weeks, but it's 3 weeks that I don't get paid. So what we would do back in the day, and they probably still do it today. I don't look up to it. I haven't looked into it, but factoring is basically you got a company who will basically front you the funds. So let's say I did a $3,000 job for Walmart. Well, they would issue the factory company would basically say, "Hey, we know that contract is good. We know you're going to receive it, but I know you need to make payment and you need to receive payment so you can pay your employees because you got operations. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to front you the $3,000, all right? But we're going to charge you a fee. So it could be 5%, it could be 3%. I don't know. So it's almost as similar to them giving you a loan, all right? And them giving you a loan, you basically paying it back, all right? So they'll make $150 off of that. So you may be like, well, that's at 5% if I'm making 3,000. But you got to think they're doing this across the board, so it's an easy money to make. So you making 5% of your money that's almost guaranteed. That's beautiful, right? Well, that's what I'm sort of seeing right now with this payment stuff. Now, you're just not getting paid early and you get this money and it just no fees involved. Like it'll be a little bit of percentage fees, but it's going to be genius how money can be made. You got to look at what's going on with the entire financial system. People are seeing that the game is in, you heard it's the game of loans, so to speak, right? Finance, people are seeing that the financial industry is the top industry that you really want to make money, especially for the long game. Look at Apple Pay. Look at PayPal. They have credit cards, extended credit. They're lending. They get into the lending game. Meta tried it. Now they may be back on the board since you got a different administration and it's a little bit more crypto friendly. But even Meta tried to get their stable coins up going and they were blocked. They were blocked from doing it. But it still may be up their sleeves. So you see how the USD, the stable coins, all this that is arriving. And now we fully are starting to understand why stable coins are so important. They're important is because it's going to be integrated into all these products, but they're going to be part of lending protocols. That's what it's for. They're stable and they're going to be 100% back, but you can do it. Now we don't know what's going to be the. So we know that in the banking industry, they able to create additional money, so called out of thin air. For every dollar you invest in, they make it create $10 that times that or whatever. I don't know all the details of it, but we don't know what that is going to look like on the crypto side. And if that traditional model comes over to here, you're going to see a massive, massive explosion of lending. And if it's done right by people who can leverage it, it just opens the door to a massive amount of wealth. All right, so we definitely got to pay attention to this. Let's see if we can see the demo. Let's see if we got a video. Seems like nothing wants to work this morning. Let's try it again. All right, come on, let's see. How about this? Let's actually go to YouTube. And while I try to find this on YouTube, here's the factoring right here. So factoring is a financial transaction where the company sells its accounts receivable invoices to a third party, a factor, for a discount, receiving cash up front. This allows the business to attain immediate liquidity and avoid waiting for customers to pay outstanding invoices. Essentially, the factor takes over the responsibility of collecting payment from the customer and bears the risk of non-payment. So that is essentially that is about to happen on a decentralized level with a lot of these payrolls. Um, and you're gonna and guess what? You got you and listen to me. You talk to your HR people. But do you know that you can? Some companies do have what they call emergency loans. You can take out a loan from your employer. A lot of people don't know that. So I'm giving you game. I know some employers who do that. They give out emergency loans and you will pay back. All right. They can take out off of your payroll. So if the payback terms is, I don't know, a fixed term of $100 a month that goes back towards it, then that $100 will be subtracted from your payroll, and it'll go in, and then it'll have whatever the percent is or whatnot. So think about it. You can go talk to your HR people. They may have that program. So all of this is about to be, if we take advantage of it the correct way and we use it to our advantage, it could be a life changing thing for a lot of people. All right. Look, um, cost of living is going up. It's getting crazy out here, right? Just hang in there. Like, I know it's tough. If you could get a part-time job, if you could do all that stuff. Why am I talking about this right now? Right? If you could get a part-time job, if you could dedicate 30% at minimum. So let's say you make $1,000 extra on the part-time, take the 30%, which is $300, and start investing in these type of projects like Tailcoin, Zebec, Onyx Coin. Start loading, start finding income to inject into this market. Most people go get second jobs just to pay bills. No, You go get your second job to finance your future. If you got teams that can work, they should be loading. Let's go. Just look at this. 0.001 of a cent. What are we talking about? All right. We got look, let's go let's look at uh let's look at this right quick. Let's go look at the chart. And look at the base. We had a double bottom. All right. And this is bottom number one. And then this is bottom number two. All right. So this is a double bottom. And from these lows, price has shot up 163%. So since April the 23rd, it's been up 163%. Hardly probably anyone paid attention to it. But if you accumulating in this zone, look how long price stayed from August 2024 to April 5th. I mean April 23rd of 2025. It gave you an opportunity. And look how often when price was in this opportunity, look at the growth, 85%. Now, this is of course if you hold it long term, these don't matter. But what I'm getting you to train your eyes to see is that imagine your account is up and it's back down. It's up, back down. It doesn't matter. It's because you're continuously, every time it's in this zone, you're doing what? You're accumulating. Look at this. This goes 180% out of the zone. And then we come back in here. We keep seeing the same thing happen over and over. So guess what? What if price come back down here? What should you be doing? You should be loading. But what I'm going to show you is that you basically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You had enough time, multiple times, to continue to say, hey, as long as price is in this zone, I'm loading. We definitely should shoot past these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a reverse. I'm gonna do a reverse extension. And I have to explain that to you guys because the way the price dropped, I'm doing a reverse. So what that means is that this is going down. So this is an impulsive wave move coming to the downside. So typically what we'll do is we'll measure this move and we'll get a downside target. But this thing theoretically will not go that much lower. If it could get down to this area if something catastrophic happened, but we don't really see that right now. All right, the project is just too strong. This is probably the worst it's going to get. So we have to reverse this in order for me to get upside targets. So based off of this, all right, 0.0040 will be the next target point. And currently from where we are right now, that's just 123% gain on the money. Now, let's look at this. I can take this impulse right here, and we can use that to be the future target using our Fibonacci extension tool. So we get up here. All right, and so these will be the levels. These are all the levels. All right. We do believe that 0.0078 will be an ideal area where price definitely can come to. Yes. All right, let me see. And let me just make sure my measuring tools aren't off. Let's see something right quick. All right, so yeah, so those percentages are right. Just want to make sure based off of that. All right, so yeah, so we can get back up here now. So look at XCN. I want you to see similar move. All right, and let me clear this off. All right, so you look at the XCN. Now this was a little different, right? It was a monster. So this was in January. I mean, this was December of 2024. And look at this move. Or let's look back at October. All right, so look at the price. Look over to your right. You'll see the price. Matter of fact, let me let's do that so you can see. All right, so you remember we talked about we just had a double bottom, right? So this is a double bottom too. This is considered a double bottom. All right, look at the price. It's at 0.00119. All right, let's do the growth from that level all the way up. All right, so we hit 216%, and then of course we have a pullback. All right, cool, and then we just shoot higher. All right, to me, Zebec is setting up to do the same type of move. It hasn't had its turn yet. It is coming, in my humble opinion. It's not financial advice, but that's over 4,000 something percent gain on Onyx Coin. Now we do see this massive drop off, which is cool because that gives you guys a lot of time. So we basically get up here to 5 cent essentially from 0.0019. So this is what we're looking at. This is the level. All right. And then from here, we rally up 251%. All right. We got a little pullback. Essentially, we're good, right? Now, look at this impulse. We can measure this and we can get our upside target. And I'm going to use a different strategy this time. This is a different technique. Instead of bringing it back to that level, I'm using a more advanced technique. Our next target is basically over 6 cents. And from where we are now currently, that is about a 289% gain. All right. But hold on, is that right? Let me make sure. Because it seems like my measuring tool is off. It don't seem like that's correct, but I could be off. Okay, about 304%. Okay, yeah, that's about right. All right. Okay. Then you got 8 cent, and you got 13 cent, and 17 cent, and then 20 cent. Based off this move, these levels can be visited. I'm not going to say it's going to be this time around. I don't know. I don't. But traditionally, when you have an impulse this strong, eventually these levels will be met. With all the policies, with all you got to think you got to think of when it's calling for interest rates. Interest rates are lowered. You add all the favorable things that come in. You know, the market finally booming. That's what you could expect. Now, since we got this move right here, XCN, ZBET could be next. sitting in the same price range as XCN was. All right, and it's a lot going on in crypto. All right, they got some good news coming out, um, and it could be added to some more markets as well too. They're on Blowfin, so that means on Blowfin you probably can do some leverage trading on it, which would be phenomenal. So I mean, if you go back and you look at what Zebec did, uh, it was with that move. You using leverage. We are. Is this the right one? The wrong one. Is this right one? It's in ZB. All right, there we go. This one. All right. So for this move up, 163%. You know, you're doing a 3x of leverage on a blow fan. That's good. So that's what 163 times three. That's a 489% move on blow fan. So this is Blowfin. This is exchange. All right, and you can take out. You do futures trading using that. Okay. So I don't want to keep this video too long, but yeah, check out Zebec. I like the project. I think they're doing some good things. I like the fact that it's below a penny. I mean, this to me is a no brainer. They're going to be. This is going to be in the same category baskets such as Tailcoin. Okay. All right. So if you're new to this channel, you hadn't seen Tailcoin, I highly recommend check out Tailcoin as well too. But not financial advice. All right, and then we do XCN, which is Onyx Coin. All right, and you can check them out as well too. All right, that's it. Hit the like button, subscribe. It's your boy E White. I'm out. Enjoy.